So students, in this video we are going to learn about again the risers. Now in the previous videos we have seen the riser designing basically depends upon the shrinkages and the cooling rates. Based on that aspects we have seen the riser designing technique. Now the another aspect of riser designing is that the whatever the liquid molten metal is available into this riser and how this liquid molten metal is going to feed to the different locations in the casting. So this is the another aspect. First aspect jo dekha, it was all considerations of the shrinkage and cooling rates, but here we are going to see the availability of the liquid molten metal into the riser so that the riser can feed the casting to the different locations. Now see, if we are having the low area by volume ratios shapes, if this is low, say for example you take the cube or you take the sphere, they are having a low area by volume ratio, of course surface area by volume ratio. So in these conditions only a single riser can able to feed the entire casting, single risers. But when this A by V ratio is the maximum or large, like say we are having the bars or plates or discs, okay, so in this condition it is definitely we are going to have the multiple or more than one risers for the feeding. Okay, so the thing is that we are going to see in this topic is the risering for the plate or disc shaped casting. Okay, the risering for the disc or plate shaped casting. So we are going to understand in simple word the ability of the riser to provide or to feed the molten metal to the various locations in the casting. And casting कौन से shape में है, plate or disc shape में, जहाँ पे see the surface area is quite bigger than the volume of the casting. In such a cases, in such a shapes, where to provide or where to locate the riser, whether the single riser can feed the entire casting or more than one the risers can feed the casting, and we are checking that distance how far the riser can go for feeding the molten metal. So here in addition this is known as the riser gradient, that is how far the riser is going to feed the molten material in the shape. It is riser gradient is equal to 2 times thickness. Please remember कितना होता है riser gradient? It is 2t. T is the thickness of casting. Of course we are talking in millimeter. Okay, so this is the riser gradient, and please remember that it is always taken from the edge of the riser, the edge of the riser. Okay, I can show you the diagram. Say this is the plate or disc that I am casting, and here say I am using a single riser. So this is the single riser I am using here. Now by provision of this single riser, how much distance this riser is going to feed this casting, this is the riser gradient. So how much it will feed? It is equal to 2 times, say T is the thickness of casting. Okay, so from the edge, how much distance riser is going to feed? Riser is going to feed 2t from the edge. Okay, not from the center, not from the center. From the edge, it will feed 2t. Okay, like this. Now, again, the heat transfer is from these edges also, isn't it? These are the end walls. Okay, now if there is you are allowing the heat to get transferred from these ends, okay, then this will also give us the gradient called as the end wall gradients. End wall gradient. And how much this end wall gradient? the end wall gradient is generally 2.5t. कितना होता है end wall का gradient? So again, if you are allowed the heat transfer from the edges or the ends, again you can feed up to 2.5 times t. Okay. So end wall gradient is how much? 2.5 t. Now you want the heat transfer in a much more faster rate. So what you can do? You can add here the chill also. So say I am adding here the chill. Say this is the chill I am adding here. So again, more distance you can go because of this fast heat removal, so that you can go for more length for the riser feeding, isn't it? So definitely you will get the more distance. So here please remember the chill gradient कितना होता है? Chill gradient, the chill gradient is equal to 50 millimeter. Chill gradient equal to 50 millimeter. So here the three gradients we have seen. एक राइजर कितना डिस्टेंस फीड करता है? 2t, 2 times thickness of the plate or disc. Okay, now here the riser gradient is 2t. End wall effect अगर आपने रखा, that is you are allowing heat get transfer from the ends. So again you can increase that feeding up to 2.5 times t, that is the end wall gradient. In addition to that, you want this heat transfer get with a more faster rate, you add the chill at the ends. So definitely riser again can feed a longer distance. How much? 50 millimeter is the gradient of chill, isn't it? Now based on, so this is the basic thing about this risering for the disc or plate shape. Okay, now I will take the cases in this topic. Okay, so it is clear. I hope it is clear now. We will see. I will take the first case. Say I am using a single or one riser, single riser without end wall effect or end wall gradient, without end wall effect or end wall gradient. Without, what is meaning of without? That is I am not allowing to heat get transfer from the ends, without end wall. Okay, I will show you the diagram here. This is our single riser. So the heat is not allowed to get transfer from the ends. So what? Say you are having the insulation here. You have insulated these ends, okay, so that the heat won't get transferred. So definitely this, you know, if insulation is not there, heat is going to transfer, then end wall effect will be there, or end wall gradient will be there of how much? 2.5 T. So here only the gradient of riser will be there. From the edge how much? 2T, and from the edge 2T. Isn't it? So tell me, the single riser without end wall effect or gradient, or I can say single riser with the insulation at the end, how much length it can feed? It can feed the length of 2T plus 2T, that is 4T. Very simple, isn't it? This is the first condition. Now the second condition is what? I am taking single riser with the end wall gradient. Single riser with end wall effect or gradient. Effect or gradient. Now I am allowing this heat to get transferred from the ends. See, I have removed the insulation here, and now this end wall gradient is available with me. And tell me, what is this value for end wall gradient? This is 2.5 T here and 2.5 T here. So tell me, what is the length can be fed by the casting by this riser when this end wall gradient is there? It is 4T. In addition to that 4T, this 2T, 2T, 4T. In addition to that, this 2.5T plus this 2.5T. 2.5T. So how much? this is equal to 90, this is equal to 90, this is equal to 40. Okay students, very simple. Okay, now again the third condition I take step by step. We are going, first there was no insulation, then we remove the insulation, now we are providing the chills. This is the extension. Third case will be the extension of the second condition, that we are providing the chill here. Please, you can write the third case. We can make the third case single riser with the chill. Yes or no? So where to provide chill? At this end I am providing this chill here. So definitely chill, what chill is doing? Chill is a metallic board block having higher thermal conductivity, which can increase the heat transfer rate. So definitely if the heat transfer rate increases, the solidification occur very fastly, so the riser can feed to the more distance, isn't it? So end wall gradient, this is the actually this condition is the extension of second condition, that end wall gradient already available, and now you are adding the chill at the ends. So end wall gradient का कितना था 2.5T, यहाँ पे 2.5T. Now in that chill का gradient कितना है हमने देखा है, chill और 50 mm आगे लेके जाएगा, isn't it? So plus 50. So tell me what is the total value of length L which can be fed by the single riser with the use of chill. So this is 90 plus this 50 and this 50, 50 plus 50, which is equal to L is equal to 90 plus 100. Understood? So these three conditions for a single riser. Now what I am saying that A by V ratio is very large, genuinely the plate or disc shaped castings. How can we feed the casting? Okay, so now I am having the fourth condition as, or I can have the separate topic as the double riser, and same conditions we will see double riser or two risers with the without end wall gradient. I will draw the diagram here. Okay, so these are the two risers feeding this plate or disc, having definitely very large area by volume ratios. So in this case, see, so from the edge of the riser, and this is end wall. Without end wall gradient means I have to insulate this, isn't it? No any end wall effect, so that I am going to insulate these ends. Okay, so tell me what is the distance. See, one riser is going to feed for 2T and 2T, isn't it? This is 2T. This riser from the edge it will feed this 2T and this 2T. So in one of the competitive exam, what they ask, the question is that when we are using the two risers or double the risers in this plate or disc shaped casting, the minimum distance between two risers is equal to how much? कितना होता है minimum distance between two risers? This 2T for this riser gradient and this 2T for this riser gradient. So in totality how much? 4T. Please remember the distance between these two risers is how much? 4T. Okay, now tell me L value is equal to the double riser without end wall gradient, 2T 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 2T, it is equal to 8T. Very easy. Now the second condition, go for the double riser with the end wall gradient, means now I am removing this insulation. Now heat is allowed to transfer. We are getting this gradient as 2.5T, end wall gradient from here 2.5T. isn't it? So tell me in second condition, 2 riser or double riser with the end wall gradient already written. So tell me this L will be equal to this 8T plus this 2.5T plus 2.5T, which is equal to 13T. L is 13T. Okay, now very fastly we can go for the third, that is double risers with the use of chills, isn't it? So if I add here the chill, so again I can get the gradient of 50 millimeter from the both side. Here 50, here 50. Tell me for L for the third case, that is 13T plus 50 plus 50, it is 100. So 3 plus 3, total 6 cases we have seen in this topic. Okay, now suppose the casting is again the huge casting, and I want to provide the riser, I want to provide the chill. Again at this central chill I am going to provide here. Okay, see here, central chill come into the picture only for the double or 2 risers. It is not come into picture for a single risering. Okay, so whenever 2 risers are there, we can think for the central chill also. Okay, so if you have the central chill, what will be the total distance can be fed? So see, I can directly write here, this is 4.5T plus 50. Okay, again this is 4.5T plus 50 for the chill, 4.5T plus 50, this is 4.5T plus 50. So definitely for total chill gradient becomes 50, 50, 50, 50. So total chill gradient is 200. And what is the total length? This is 9, 4.5 plus 4.5, 9 plus 9, 18T plus 200. When there is a central chill. When there is a central chill, we are adding to this. Okay, so student, go through this 4 and additional this 5th condition. Thank you.